Before we get started, I promised you some information on the yellow light. There was an incident in shipping last night. Somebody hit their head on the UPS line, a small cut on the forehead, Band-Aid, cleaned it out, and moved on.
What?
Was it? And so that's the information on the yellow light. Now I turn it over to Mr. Fowkes.
All right. I don't know who had this last year, but basically this is it's they call semi-automated. As in, you're gonna press when you shock. It'll do all the analyzing. It's already hooked up with the pad. In this case here, 911 first. But don't start any CPR. This guy, if you're by yourself, put this on immediately and analyze. If you got another guy there, somebody can be doing CPR while you're getting this ready. There's a mask in here, a bag mask, a shield mask, and there's razors. It won't make a good contact with hand. It won't make a good contact with sweat. These, usually they're color coded. I can't tell if these are without opening, but it's diagrammed where to put them. It's red right and white right and red rib. But on this one here, it'll show you. This is the same one, it's just an extra one. So, no CPR if you're by yourself. Put this on. It'll analyze by putting it on. It'll talk to you. It'll tell you when to shock. Don't be touching them when you're shocking them. It's only going to revive a wrong rhythm. It won't revive a flat line. You know, so you got to be tachycardic or in a pattern that's shockable. It's going to tell you if the pads aren't on right. It'll verbally tell you that. I believe this one will verbally tell you. If not, it's lit up here. The do not touch patient will either say it or this light will go on. And it also tells you when it's analyzed, and then you have the shock button. It'll start out at 100 joules and work up to 300. And I don't know how many times this will let you shock, but you won't shock. By the time somebody gets there, you won't have to worry about doing too many. I think that's about it. Question?
Does it have to be
You want to wear them?
Does it have to be on bare skin, or can you do it over the clothes?
No, bare skin.
Bare skin.
Yeah. It's very important that, like even a little hair, it'll tell you it's not making a good contact. And sweat, and unfortunately vomit most of the time when somebody's having a heart attack.
You mentioned the word jewel?
John?
That's me. What's a jewel?
Late 80s singer, kind of semi-country. Joules, it's a like voltage. It's a term for voltage, for power. I don't know if it's voltage. So 100 joules, 200 joules, 300. You know, like I think it's European for volts or whatever. It's a term. Yeah.
That go right into the fire department?
No. Yeah, when you activate that box, that's not going to call the fire department. Somebody's going to call it. That's just a local alarm. That doesn't tell anyone anywhere. I don't know, where's the other one of these?
One up by HR and one upstairs.
One upstairs. Okay. If you're doing CPR, make sure they're on a hard surface. If somebody's slumped in a chair, you can't be giving CPR. It's too much give. You got to get them on the floor. You got to get them. If you know how to do CPR, do it while somebody's getting it ready. But this is basically, if you don't get this on within, I don't know, I think the rule of thumb is 3 to 5 minutes. That's when it's going to be the most effective.
So if somebody drops in, you got plenty of time to run down to HR and come back.
You got time to go over there and come back. I don't know about
Oh,
HR.
this is all down in HR, right?
No, there's
No,
one
this
right
was
inside the
right on the wall by the annex. There's another one upstairs and one by HR.
Yeah. I've only seen it work when it's put on real quick. I've probably done it, I don't know, 100 times. When it works, it works as a rule of thumb real quick.
How
much more powerful are the ones you use for ambulance?
No, these, I think it's the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, paramedics have a, they can do it
So won't
just
they
it
pull
themselves.
you out of the flat line in the...
What, a paramedic?
Yeah.
They'll attempt to, but it won't, it's more or less going through the motions. It's gotta be a rhythm that's shockable. Yeah. I don't know if in a hospital setting they can do enough juice to be flatlined. They tell us to.
So they, like on TV, will that be a real, you know, on TV, the guy jumps up and
Yeah,
all that
oh
shit?
yeah, there's something. Yeah, with this, they're not gonna come up to here, but.
So how is that stuck on then? And once you put it on, or
Yeah,
do you have?
they're sticky pads. They got
Okay,
like
so they're not going to come off when the guy's moving around. And
no, once they're on good if they got a good clean surface. Clear, dry. And it just has the back to it like a, just like a, peels off and it.
Okay, so
It's
it's not
really
the ones
sticky.
that you see that they're holding it on. Those ones
Oh
are
yeah,
sticking
no, that's
on.
in a hospital setting. These just stick on. Yeah, you don't want to be. You want to be all clear.
Well, you're saying it analyzes it. What it's telling you if you should give CPR, or is it telling you it needs to shock them? And,
It won't shock them if they're not in a rhythm that's shockable.
okay, will it shock it by itself and just tell you to back off?
No, this will tell you to.
Hit
You have a button to push to shock on this one.
Okay.
That's a safety so that you don't. If it's all noise and people yelling and everything, and it says get away, and you don't hear it. Yeah, I don't have on anything metal. If you obviously don't want to shock them on a crown. It doesn't matter here, but you can't shock while you're moving. Like if you had them on a cart, you were rushing to the door. You can't shock them while you're moving. Hypothermia, you're not going to need to know about that. And if you're afraid to use this mask to do breaths, giving compressions supposedly moves air too, so it's better than doing nothing. They recommend doing the compressions. If you're worried about catching something, at least do the compressions if you have two people. This will tell you, if it's like ours, I can't put it on here, it'll tell you no shock indicated, begin CPR. And then there'll be so many times the CPR, and then they'll ask you to analyze again. So there's only the two buttons, the on and the off and the shock, and it does the rest. So you need to know how to put the pads on and push the buttons. If you're by yourself, put this on first. Get 911 coming and put this on before CPR. Okay? There's different scenarios. If there's a young child, they recommend 2 minutes of CPR before you start this. But for us here, if you got to get this on before. First thing you do is get this on. If you got two people, one can be doing CPR. This is more important than the CPR if you're by yourself.
If you're one person, can you get the pads on and then start CPR before it's analyzed?
No,
or just wait for it to analyze?
It'll analyze right. It'll start analyzing immediately. Yeah, because your compressions will make it think that it's the guy's doing all right.
How long does it take to get
10 seconds, 15 seconds. Okay. Wayne?
Where does this hook up?
It's already hooked up.
Okay.
That's just a spare.
That's a
This is
spare.
broken.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's one in there.
So it's one wire, two pads in that one little case.
Yeah. Steve? That's it.
All right, thanks.
Nice job.
Good job, Mr. Fireman.